welcome to another series of our bariatric cooking classes. Today we're going to be making one of my personal favorite recipes, all-time favorite. It is a Jamaican jerk chicken. So I'm going to teach you how to make the marinade for the chicken. This Jamaican jerk chicken, I always get a lot of praise when I make it at family events or when I have friends over. People always ask me for the recipe, so you have to try this one. So let me show you the ingredients that I use for the marinade. Starting over here, I have 1 tablespoon of ground allspice, very, very flavorful, very aromatic. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I have about a teaspoon, probably a little bit more here, of fresh ginger, but that's okay because I personally love ginger. I have half of a lime juice, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 cup of white vinegar. And then also over here, I have a tablespoon of lemon thyme, which I have growing in my backyard, but you can use a traditional German thyme that you can find in grocery stores. Also 4 garlic cloves, and also the 1 whole onion and about 4 large jalapeno peppers are part of the marinade. Okay. I'm just going to add all the ingredients in the blender. And this marinade is going to marinate. I've got about 8 chicken thighs in Ziploc bags, and I'm gonna show you in a few minutes. So this makes a lot, and you probably would be able to fit 1 or 2 more chicken thighs in there and still get good flavor from this marinade. Put the lid on and just blend it until it's a smooth puree. Now that's everything's blended, I'm gonna grab my chicken thighs, which I have already ready to go in these Ziploc bags. So what I did was I trimmed off as much of the excess fat as I could. I've got 4 chicken thighs in each one of these bags. I'm gonna add some of the marinade directly into the chicken. And I also have a bowl of cut up pieces of yellow, red, and green bell peppers. I'm gonna add these into the bag so that they also soak up the marinade. And then what we're gonna do, I also have some white onions cut up. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of this in the grill. So that's gonna give it that smokiness flavor as well. It's gonna be delicious. So you add as many of these as you'd like. I just love the combination of the chicken and the bell peppers and onions. I mean, I honestly think you don't need anything else in this dish. Just have the chicken and the bell peppers. It's a delicious meal. So I'm gonna evenly distribute them between the 2 bags as best as I can. Last one. And now I'm gonna add a little bit more of the marinade on top of that. All right. We're gonna close it up nicely. And I prefer when this is left marinating overnight. It really does make the flavors soak in better. But if you want to do it the same day, you can. Just maybe marinate it in the morning, and that way by the time that you're gonna cook it for dinner, it's already soaked up the flavors. I want to make sure this is all well sealed, because now I'm just gonna make sure that I toss everything. Everything's well covered in the marinade, not only the chicken pieces, but the peppers and onions. This one's ready. You want to make sure to separate the pieces of chicken in there. Make sure that the marinade gets in between each one of those pieces, because the contact of the marinade with the chicken is what's going to make the chicken flavorful. So you don't want pieces of clumped up chicken and all the marinade being in the outside. That's why I'm massaging this back nicely to get that marinade very well distributed. And that is it. So you let it marinate overnight, or for at least, a couple hours, at minimum of, I would say, 4 hours. And once that's done, we're gonna put it on the grill. So stay tuned. The next step is to preheat the grill to about 350 degrees. So this is already preheated. I'm gonna open it up and just place the chicken here in the hot grill. I scrub the grill with a little bit of olive oil to prevent the chicken from sticking. You also want to put the bell peppers in. So I'm going to place the bell peppers here in the grill as well. They're going to get nice and charred. It's going to be really flavorful. That's why it's good to cut big pieces of peppers, because you don't want them to go through the grill. Or you can put one of those pans on top of the grill so that the bell peppers don't fall off. And I'm just going to close the lid and wait until they're pretty golden brown on one side, and then I'll flip them. Wait until golden brown on the other side, and then just check the internal temperature and make sure that they're at least 165 degree Fahrenheit, 160 degree Fahrenheit. This has been cooking for about 25 minutes at 350 degrees. It got pretty crispy on one side and it's ready in the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that up and take the pieces of chicken out. The bell peppers are nicely charred. These are so flavorful. And that is it. This recipe does not fail. If you make this at home and you have some guests over, they're gonna ask you for the recipe. So hope you enjoy it.